This is the Ghetto Free Press, and I'm George Boston Rhymes. As you know, the Honorable Historic Mayor, Wherein husband, Basil, is in the hospital. He had a stroke while dealing with the same problem of the monies and $1.5 million that the late finance chair, Terry Reese, says is in question in a dark cloud or a white cloud remains over the city of Gordon, Wilkinson County, in the state of Georgia, concerning the forensic audit that was requested by this man's wife, Mary Ann Whippaloo. This is a copy of the June 4th, 2015 Wilkinson County Post by Judy Bailey and Executive Editor Dubose Porter. It is indeed obvious that this article relates more to the EEOC complaint, Joseph Boone, Attorney Green, since the largest picture on the front page is about them and not the mayor's husband, Basil Lou. And so, when you read this article, you will see more in this paper about a bogus EEOC complaint by Judy Bailey. I do not want anyone to misunderstand my words nor accept my words as facts. All I ask the good people of America and around the world to do is to Google Boston G.B.R. and Boston G.B.R. 2, 10 Minutes of Truth for You. And you will see that this is a conspiracy, possibly at the highest levels of state government, to control, suppress, and remove Black Americans from office by any means necessary, as Malcolm X stated in the 60s. Now, this is a quick review of what was published in the Wilkinson County Post on June 4th, 2015. Yes, I am in town because I was called here over 14 months ago, as I was called in 10 other cities. And I have documented for anybody of average intelligence to see that it is indeed, let me repeat, that it is indeed a conspiracy against Black Americans not to get elected to office, and then after they get into office to be removed by any means necessary, if necessary, even by actions and movements by the state of Georgia with the Honorable Republican Governor Nathan Deal, as he removed members from the Brooks County Board of Education for nothing. It's nothing. The state of Georgia brought 12 outstanding citizens up on charges for voter fraud with 119 violations. Let me repeat, 119 violations, allegedly. However, they found that law enforcement as well as members of the Secretary of State's office lied on the stand. They lied on the stand. And of course, all 119 charges was dropped. These 12 outstanding people was exonerated of all charges after 4 years. 4 years, their lives had been put on hold by a bogus report coming from leaders in government and law enforcement to destroy them. And the Democratic Party in the state of Georgia never embraced the Quitman 10+2 during this saga and during Miss Lula Smart's 19-day court case. Not a single newspaper was in the courtroom, not a single television station, not a single radio station. It was as if those in the cliques and among the slicks felt that they was in total control. But the God of our ancestors and the spirit of our ancestors brought it home. and by a jury of 12, they cleared Miss Lula Smart. And that trial was a disgrace. It was a disgrace to the Southern Judiciary. It was a disgrace to the Georgia Bar Association. It was a disgrace to the United States Justice Department under Eric Holder. And so somebody in this country must live up to the real creed of this nation. Or I don't see any need of a black person saying, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible with liberty and justice, just for those in the cliques and among the slicks. Mr. Lou, we sorry that happened to you, but 35, the number 35 as recorded in the book of Psalms, Psalms 35, will reside and prove. I know you was concerned about your wife. You was very concerned about her. And there will be more, Mr. Lou. We're going to be by your side. We love you. And we're going to continue to let the whole world know that Georgia is not a state of a free press. No Atlanta Journal-Constitution, no CNN. Nobody seemed to care about these black elected officials in the state of Georgia. But the ghetto free press is going to be here because I believe in this nation and I believe in the good people of America. And I believe that we need a new Democratic chair of the Democratic Party. I do believe that DuBose Porter, from what has been published in this newspaper, he can no longer represent the Democratic Party in good faith if he can lie this Sega and conspiracy to try and destroy a Democrat. It just don't make sense. Follow the money, and FDIC may need to come in as well. From what the late Terry Reese told me, yes, he showed me paperwork. And now we're at the point that FDIC needs to come in and review all banking accounts in relationship with Gordon, Georgia. Since the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, let me repeat, since the Georgia Bureau of Investigation has not come, the state of Georgia, GMA, nobody seemed to care. But people are suffering in this little small town as they are suffering in 10 others. And in the United States of America, there is no news media outlet that will tell the truth and free these people from those who are in the clique and among the slicks. All Terry Reese wanted was a forensic audit. He wanted the money to be accounted for. And he said to me many times, George, no, he didn't call me George. He said, Mr. G, these crooks need to be in jail. The late Terry Reese said to me many times, George, these crooks need to be in jail. This is the Ghetto Free Press. And I'm George Boston Rhymes. I served 21 years in the United States Armed Forces to fight against both foreign and domestic enemies. And now it seems that the enemies is right here in the homeland of the United States of America. And we who have served our nation, we cannot be quiet. The Ghetto Free Press.